Contracts govern nearly every significant transaction in our lives, from buying a home to accepting a job offer. In New Jersey, understanding contract law is essential, whether you're a business owner, consumer, or professional. This video explores the key rules, rights, and remedies in New Jersey contract law. At its core, a contract in New Jersey is a legally enforceable promise. According to the case Johnson & Johnson versus Charmley Drug Company, a contract arises when an offer is made and accepted voluntarily, resulting in an obligation enforceable by law. For a contract to be valid in New Jersey, several essential elements must be present. First, there must be a clear offer from one party that the other can accept. Second, there must be unconditional acceptance of that offer. Third, consideration must exist, meaning each party must exchange something of legal value. Fourth, there must be mutual assent, often called a meeting of the minds, where both parties understand and agree to the basic terms. Additionally, both parties must have legal capacity to enter the agreement, and the subject matter must be lawful. Contrary to popular belief, contracts don't always need to be in writing to be legally binding in New Jersey. Oral agreements can be just as enforceable as written ones. However, proving the existence in terms of verbal contracts can be challenging. That said, certain agreements must be in writing under New Jersey's Statute of Frauds. These include contracts for the sale of real estate, agreements that cannot be performed within 1 year, promises to pay someone else's debt, contracts involving marriage or prenuptial agreements, and sales of goods worth $500 or more under the Uniform Commercial Code. Written contracts typically include an introduction, definitions of terms, the purpose of the agreement, obligations of each party, warranties, guarantees, and the signatures of all involved parties acknowledging their acceptance of the terms. Consideration is a critical element in New Jersey contract law. It means each party must give up something of value. In the case Shibar versus Sanyo Business Systems Corporation, the court ruled that once consideration exists, there's no additional requirement regarding the value exchanged or mutuality of obligation. Courts only test whether consideration is present, not how adequate it appears. New Jersey recognizes 3 types of contracts. Express contracts have clearly stated terms, either written or spoken. Implied contracts form through actions or conduct demonstrating mutual intent. For example, if one party regularly provides merchandise to another who pays for it, an implied contract may exist between them. Finally, quasi-contracts aren't true contracts, but legal constructs used to prevent unjust enrichment when no formal agreement exists. When a party fails to honor their contractual obligations, it's called a breach of contract. The non-breaching party in New Jersey may pursue several remedies. Compensatory damages aim to place the injured party in the position they would have been in had the contract been performed. Consequential damages may be recovered if they were foreseeable when the contract was formed. Specific performance is a court order requiring the breaching party to fulfill their obligation, typically used when monetary damages would be inadequate, such as in real estate transactions. Rescission cancels the contract and restores both parties to their pre-contract positions. Restitution requires the breaching party to return any benefit received from the other party. New Jersey courts generally don't award punitive damages in contract cases, focusing instead on actual harm and intent. When interpreting contracts, New Jersey courts rely heavily on the plain meaning rule, enforcing the ordinary meaning of terms unless the language is ambiguous. If ambiguity exists, courts may consider the context of the agreement, prior dealings between the parties, industry standards, and extrinsic evidence, such as negotiations or conduct. The parole evidence rule bars parties from presenting outside evidence to alter or contradict a written contract, except in cases of fraud or mistake. Courts avoid interpretations that produce unreasonable results, aiming to honor the party's original intent. Understanding these principles of New Jersey contract law helps ensure your agreements are valid and enforceable. Whether you're drafting a new contract or dealing with a potential breach, knowing these key rules, rights, and remedies provides a solid foundation for protecting your interests in the Garden State.